Hello everybody, welcome to Rants by Robbo. This is our first reaction video. This is a Conor McGregor 2023. He is returning to the octagon. And he's pretty outspoken. You may not like Conor McGregor, but I want you to listen to this video. I want you to learn something today. We're going to learn about motivation.
What Conor's been able to do, he's the first guy in the UFC that's been able to do that, that's had spectacular results. And also showed his real character in losing and then coming back and winning very quickly afterwards with the same guy, like the Nate Diaz fight. I think that was a very important character.
Did you all just fucking hear that? That's what character is. That's what it's all about. It's admitting you get fucking humbled and you get put in the shit, you take a loss, and it's your ability to jump right back on that fucking horse and go, you know what? I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do it again. 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 I'm gonna fucking win. Okay? That's motivation. Okay? That's the story. That's what it's all about. Trying to spread that message that everyone has character, has a drive. Everyone has a drive. Everyone has character. So next time you're in the shit, remember this. Just remember this. So keep listening.
Exposing fight because he lost a fight, he got humbled, and then he jumped right back on the horse and then wound up winning. And then he comes back and blows Eddie Alvarez out of the water to become the first two-division concurrent champion in the sport. I think he's a unique guy in a very. It's almost like we don't have a word strong enough. Unique is not really a strong enough word.
So it is founded on ability in a very basic way. He's got brilliant ability.
Brilliant ability. Massive. He's incredibly smart and he's very innovative in his techniques and his approaches. And I think he has phenomenal coaching as well.
All that.
The perfect storm is Conor McGregor, especially in his prime. But what they're talking about is saying that a sport like the UFC needed. This is the thing. The NRL needs this. The NFL. Every part of the world needs guys who are fucking psychos. Needs women who have the power to stand up and say, hey, suck my clit. Like, you need to have people who are willing to say brash, crazy things and back it up. Because let's say, for example, you're in the entertainment business, from professional sports all the way through to professional music. You must have some sort of psycho edge to get people's attention. First of all, go like, oh yeah, maybe. And then you do it, they're like, turn eyes, turn heads, and that's where your money comes from. You're in the law firm, and you say to your boss, we can get him for 50%. They go, what? 50? Get the fuck out of here. You go ahead and do it. You go ahead and do it. You're getting that fucking promotion. So take risk, motherfuckers.
Animal movement stuff. Yeah. What the fuck is that walk?
Well, he's just getting.
What is that
thing that he does? We throw.
It's amazing. Who does that? What does it mean?
Doesn't mean anything.
This blows my mind.
Loose.
I've started doing it.
Peacocking
On my own. I do it when I come out on stage sometimes. It's such an amazing thing to do with the body.
Yeah.
Peacocking, you say.
Peacocking.
Because it looks like, oh my god, this guy's fucking out there. Yeah.
That's what it's doing. It's turning those heads, peacocking. Let them know. Let them fucking know who you are. Let them know. We live in such a society today where everyone's fucking hiding and shit. And all afraid to say things that are brash. We might get cancelled. Oh, fuck the noise. We got it. This is what it's all about. It's about taking those risks. It's about having anxieties and fears and just. This is a story. Every person in their life has anxieties or downfalls or depressions. And let's say they conjure up into a bull, right? Like the animal. And you see this bull fucking running at you full tilt. What are you going to do? What every other fucking person in the world does, run away, right? So let's say you're running away, you cover it up with alcohol, you cover it up with eating, you cover it up with whatever, you use a mask, you use In that case, use a shield, use something to protect yourself. Then you look around, and there's one fucking guy, and you see him, and he's standing still. This bull's charging at him, and you're like, he's going to die, he's going to die, he's going to die, he's going to die. And as the bull gets closer to him, say it's 150 meters away, and this bull gets closer and closer, and it gets smaller. It gets smaller and smaller and changes animals. It gets smaller again, it gets smaller again. By the time it gets to him, it's a bunny rabbit. Hops into his hands. And he picks it up, and he goes, for you are not the devil, but just a misunderstood being. And that's what it is that this fear that everyone lives in, and this depression and things, we try to hide and run, and we don't want to deal with it, it's never going to get me. You cannot run forever. It will get you, and it will get you fucking good if you let it. Because when you start running, it gets bigger. So you start running, and it's 300 meters away, and turns into a polar bear, and it's just a size, and you're like, oh, it's going to kill me if I get near it. So I'll drink more, I'll eat more, I'll do whatever more, and I'll be okay. No, you'll die. If you keep running, you will die. So turn around, and you'll see that bull, and it's charging right at you, and you just got to stand there and go, fuck you and fuck everything you represent, and it'll degrade, and get smaller. Just like losing weight, just like anything in this world. When you look at it from afar, oh my god, that's fucking humongous. You get closer to it, it was nothing but a fucking hill. If that.
He's letting the other guy know that he's so loose he can kind of strut with his arms like rubber bands flying around. But I mean, he's a combination of a lot of things. He has a brilliant team. John Kavanaugh, his coach, is a brilliant coach. He's got, amazing jiu-jitsu coaching and striking coaching in his mind. He understands how to apply these things, and his ability to perform under pressure is fantastic. You saw that in the Mayweather fight. I mean, even though he lost that fight, he hit Mayweather with some pretty good shots, and he won the first 3 rounds against the greatest boxer of all time. So that's extraordinary. I mean, you could say easily that Mayweather was taking those rounds off, and I agree he was. And you could say that Mayweather was bringing him to deep water because he knew he would exhaust him, because he didn't give him enough time to train for it, because he really only gave him 2 months. It was very brilliant on Mayweather's part. He knew that he wouldn't be efficient, he would tire. All those kinetic, big, explosive movements that Conor likes to do, they're very taxing. And he knew that he was not going to have the efficient.
McGregor went into uncharted waters and cracked on and made some fucking amazing efforts. Okay? You can too. There's nothing fucking stopping you from doing that. There's nothing stopping you from going, fuck it, today I want to play tennis, and I'm going to play tennis, and I'm going to do fucking well at it. There's nothing stopping you. Just think about that for a minute. You think of all the things like, but this, but that. See how nothing I just said made any sense? Do you see how doesn't mean shit to anybody? You fucking can. That's the only things that you have to understand. You can. That's it, period. That's all you have to fucking know. If you want, let's say you didn't finish high school, but you want to be a doctor. There's pathways. Sure, it's going to take longer. Is it really? You're not that fucking committed, are you? Things take time, so fucking deal with it. Alright? If you want something, you will fucking go get it. That's the end of the discussion. That's the end of the discussion. You people have to understand that there's a time in everyone's life where you're running from that bull, and whatever you're using to throw it to cover its eyes, or whatever you're using to gain more distance, is killing you. It's hurting you. But once you turn and face, and you have your bunny, you have your happiness in life, everything turns from darkness to light, and you can see the fields, and you can see all these things, all these avenues and streetway signs, and everything clears up in your life, and you can see paths, and you can go, I want to do this, and I'll have a go at that, and you'll be free. Set yourself free.
To go 12 hard rounds with a master defensive fighter like Mayweather. And Mayweather was right. But he didn't want to get hit with that uppercut that he got cracked with in the first round. He didn't want to Conor's movement was very unusual. It took Floyd a while to decipher it. He would have been way better for him if he just blew Conor out of the water from one round on and just completely outclassed him. But he didn't. And one of the reasons why he didn't is because Conor's an extraordinary person.
He has greatness.
Yes, he has greatness. I mean, he didn't really have the proper opportunity. In only being able to prepare for 2 months and only having this one professional boxing match, there was a lot of things stacked against him. And yet, I feel, although he clearly lost.
We just said a lot of things stacked against him, but he still went fucking for it. Think about that. In the wild, a Wolverine can charge down a fucking bear. Wolverine's like a little dog, little mongoose. He just gets up there and he gets in their fucking grill and lets them go. He's not afraid. He doesn't give a shit. The odds are stacked against you. You're overweight. No one loves you. Yada yada fucking yada. It's all bullshit. It's all created by your mind. What you're going to do tomorrow is you're going to put your shoes on. You're going to go for a walk. Look at some flowers. Enjoy your life. And just look around and just look around and look around. Absorb, absorb, absorb. Because what your mind will do when you're in this terrible state is it shuts down and it's darkness and cloudy and it's like, you're not worth anything. Yeah. Then you start stress eating, or then you start, drinking again and thinking about like, oh, I failed that test and I'll never be this. No, my dream's not achievable. Yeah. Your mind's only letting you believe that because it's the easy solution. It's the easy solution. God's a woman. God's a woman. Why does that have to do with anything, right? When a woman tells you, no, it's fine. Every man knows it's not fine. So when God tells you the easy option, every man should fucking know, and every woman should know. It's not actually the right option, is it? And I know what you're thinking. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it does. But tomorrow you will get up and you will do something. Whether it be 5 push-ups, whether it be not eating that cupcake at lunchtime, whether it be whatever it is, make that adjustment. Make one little adjustment. And watch the difference. Just watch the difference.
He performed admirably. I don't think it hurts his stock in any way. I think it elevates him. And I think his next fight in the UFC, whoever it will be probably the biggest fight in UFC history, if they can do it correctly, depending upon who it is, especially if it's Nate Diaz, because Nate Diaz is a huge name. And if Nate Diaz and him decide to do it one more time, I think that would be the biggest fight ever in the history of the sport, because I think Conor has eclipsed the sport largely. And maybe for now, maybe someone else will come along in the next year or two that does it. I mean, look, Conor's only been around for a few years. I tweeted to him in 2013 or 14. I forget.
And this stuff, only takes a few years. Deontay Wilder won the WBC championship. He started at 21. Alexander Volkanovski got into MMA in his 20s. Denzel Washington was a fucking garbage man in his 20s. You can do this. There's no one telling you no. There's no one telling you can't. Look in the mirror and go, fuck you, yes I can. Oh, you go to the water cooler and you say, I'm going to be a successful person. Everyone laughs at you. They don't tell them. Have it in your head. And walk around with it inside you. And instead of thinking those dark thoughts, think, wow, 10 years from now, they're all going to be my fucking employees. It's going to be rough for them, isn't it? And I'm sipping a nice drink with a beautiful partner and my beautiful family in Miami or wherever the fuck you want to go. Because you just conquered. So think about that next time you're sitting at work or you're sitting alone or you're sitting unhappy. Think about that.
I forget what it was, when he had won a big fight in the UK. And I said, congratulations on an amazing performance. I really hope to see you in the UFC someday. That was like 4 years ago.
Oh my God.
At the most. So in 4 years, he's gone from being this unknown fighter that only like the really hardcore fanatics like myself knew about, to him being this worldwide phenomenon. He's the the biggest combat sport athlete, not just of today, ever.
Did you just hear that? He went from being Mr. Unknown to Mr. fucking everybody. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm not as talented. You don't have to be. There's a quote by Conor McGregor. And he said, I am not talented. I am just obsessed. That's all you have to be. Focus. Let's break down the word focus. Follow one course until successful. You can fucking do this. Who's telling you no? Because next time they do, hit them with the right cross. Fuck them. You can fucking do this. Keep listening in.
There's no one like him. No one like him. No one that has the kind of popularity that he has. I mean, this fucking guy has thousands and thousands of people fly from Ireland to Vegas every time he fights. The weigh-ins, it seems like you're in Dublin. I mean, it's fucking crazy, man.
When you succeed, the people who love you will succeed as well. Because they'll see you rise and they'll be like, oh, fuck, that's our man just there. Bring your people with you. Bring your brothers and sisters with you. That's what this whole thing is. Everyone I see, when they see me down the street, they honk the horn, they say hello, they're happy with me. Because they're happy to see me alive and well and conquering and being happy. That makes me electric inside. That makes me want to go another 4Ks. That makes me want to go more and more because they're happy and they love me. And my people, they come in droves. In droves. Oh, yeah, so what? It's not 1,000. I don't fucking care. I have 2 loyal people. I started out with none. Sure, I had friends and sure everyone knew my name, but I was a dickhead. Now people come up to me and they want to be my friend. They want to talk to me. And now I have legitimate people in my life who love me. And there's more coming. I'm fucking sure of it.
You look out when I interviewed him at the weigh-ins in the UFC in Vegas. You look out, you see nothing but Irish flags. You see people screaming and cheering and singing. Mandalay Bay during the fucking Floyd Mayweather fight, which is not even the venue where the fight was being held. Mandalay Bay was packed, bumper to bumper with Irishmen walking down the hallway, cheering and singing songs in sync. It was insane. Brilliant. There's no one like him.
So first of all, you have to have the greatness.
I can't wait for me. I want to make flags. I want to make merchandise, but I see these small businesses. I'm fucking wearing one of their shirts. I see these guys, and that's the dream. It's to have a land. So we'll look out and see people singing your name or singing your, I'm going to use Gus Young again. When he's up there and he's won his Mr. Olympia and he will see all of his people. God knows I will be in that fucking crowd. And he'll see his people and we'll be there singing in fucking droves. And that's the dream that I hope you all achieve one day in your life. Is at one point in your life there will be a time when your family or even your friends or whatever it may be, where you will look out and you'll see your people who support you in your fucking life. That's my dream for all of you. Whether it be you have a stadium filled with 300,000 people, or you have 3 people in the fucking back of the pub who are fucking singing your name because they're half smashed and you just downed a fucking whole schooner in less than 15 seconds, or whatever it is, I hope you all feel that fucking joy.
Yeah, without the greatness, who gives a fuck is just another person. Like Dennis Hopper said about Van Gogh, who gives a fuck if you cut your ear off if your paintings are shit? Right. Paintings have got to be good. Yes. So his game is good. But then, there are often great geniuses in sport. But to have that, like you say, so that he used romantic ideas of Ireland and his own Irishness, that became an important part of his perception. But it's obviously resonating in a very, very powerful way to have that kind of devotion.
Well, Ireland's very important. Ireland's a very important part of the equation as well, because their appreciation and love and support of him is unprecedented. I mean, I've seen Brazilian fans that love Jose Aldo, and I've seen Brazilian fans that love Anderson Silva, and they're worshipped by their countrymen. but it pales in comparison to the amount of love that Conor McGregor gets.
I understand. Their myth.
I used to think love was earned, but it's not. It's not earned. You get love when you deserve love in life. You get things when you deserve them. So when you're out there and you're slaving away, you've done it for 5 years, and well, when the fuck is it my turn? Lord knows the day comes when it is. You'll be jumping through the roof. But the more you work, the more you earn. See, I don't give a shit about politics. I really don't. But I can understand one thing, and it's I can link life to capitalism. And I'm not saying that life is, but I'm saying I can link it to it, because think about all the people that you look at in your life who are successful. What have they all done? Immensely hard fucking work to get a lot of fucking money. So it's pretty simple. The harder you work, the more money and wealth you will accumulate over time. That's all there is to it.
It aligns with his myth. The myth of the Irish people as being oppressed by British colonialism and having to fight for their freedom. It resonates with what this man represents. And perhaps this is always what happens with figures of greatness, whether it's within the realm of sport or within the realm of politics. Temporarily, a person sort of captures a particular mood, a particular energy. And this is what I think, again, is to do with unconsciousness. I don't think people are are aware of these kind of feelings. I think it's stimulated on a level that's not about thought. This is one of the things I'm very interested in. What lies beyond the rational? What lies here? We can equate, we can work out, we can judge, but there seems to be some ingredient, even in Conor McGregor, that you can't quite pin down. Yes, there's the greatness as a boxer. Yes, the Irish people. But there's also some flavour is being caught. I wonder if you can ever preempt or understand.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rants by Robbo, and as always, earn your salt. Earn your fucking salt. And I love yous. I love yous all. I'll see you soon, yeah.